All right, so you have been asking for productivity tips at work, and today I want to tell you about habits. Habits is a supercharged game changer when it comes to productivity at work. And I have been mastering habits for my entire life. I was diagnosed with ADHD when I was 7 years old. I was part of UC Berkeley's study for girls with ADHD, and which was the largest study on girls with ADHD. Okay, so this left a huge impression on me as a child, and it really just taught me that my brain was different. It's special, so much so that universities are trying to figure it out, right? And so from there, I learned coping mechanisms. I learned ways that I can focus, ways to laser in, how to filter different things, and all sorts of different productivity methods to help my very active, very hyper brain stay focused in the classroom, stay focused at work. But the one method that really surpasses them all is habits, is your ability to create new habits. Because when an activity goes into autopilot, you don't have to think about it anymore. You just do it, right? You're brushing your teeth and you're able to think about all these other things and be creative and give your mind freedom or give your mind a rest and all of these. It doesn't have to be forced to pay attention, pay attention. Habits, we are the sum of our habits. And so when you're able to create habits that serve you, you get to build yourself towards the professional and productivity levels that you want to be. So you don't have to be afraid to take on new projects or new roles or go after those high visibility opportunities, because you know that you can always create new habits that are going to help you autopilot your productivity in order to rise to the occasion. So that is what I want to teach you today. I'm super excited about that because, like I said, this has been a lifelong journey for me, and I have been able to create habits over and over and over again, and it really helps you be sustainable when it comes to productivity. It's not just about making a to-do list and focusing and doing all of those things. All that takes energy. When you can teach your body to do it for itself, that's next level. That is next level. So if you're not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. My name is Malia. I help women in STEM be confident leaders and accelerate their careers and go from undervalued to making significant impact. All right. So let's start with habits. First thing that I can say about habits is you want to find a trigger. This is, when do you start that habit? This should be something that you already do. That's the easiest way to get a new habit initiated. So if it's the first time you get in your car before you go to work, if it's when you're brushing your teeth, if it's while you're having your coffee, if it's right before you pick up your phone for the first time in the day, like when you put on your pants, like whatever it is, you want to pick something that you're already doing every single day that you know you don't have to think about, and just associate that as your trigger. That is the moment that you're going to start doing this new habit, your trigger. Next, and this makes it easy because you don't have to force yourself to like remember to do something or force yourself to find time, right? It just integrates easily into what you've already been doing. Next, the second part is your routine. What is this new activity that you're going to be doing? Are you reading? Are you working out? Are you doing affirmations? Are you what are we doing? What is the routine that we're doing now? Is it a quick 2-minute workout? I don't know. Whatever it is, that's your routine. So like, for example, when I started working, when I started my career at Chevron, I wanted to read devotionals every morning. But like mornings were tough for me. Having come from college, I was like studying a night owl, studying at all hours of the night, and then trying to transition to a 7 a.m. morning was very, very, very difficult. And so one of the things I wanted to do to kind of help boost my morale and get me motivated was read a devotional every morning. But like I said, mornings were really tough. So what I did was I put the book in my car, And every time I turned the car on, I would then grab the book and go to the page of whatever date that was, and I would read it. Right. And so while my car was warming up, it'd just take 1 whole minute, 2 whole minutes to read that page, soak it in, and then drive off for my day. And my trigger was every time I got in my car for the first time in the day. And then the routine was that I was reading my devotional. And what I love about habits is that they become a habit, right? Like it's what you do all the time. So even on the weekends, like let's say some of my friends came over and we're going to go to brunch and I'm driving. Guess what? It's the first time I'm driving in my car for the day. We're all reading the devotional. Who wants to read it? Because I'm not breaking my habit just because the day seems a little different. This is truly my trigger. This is truly my new routine. And if you're here, you're participating too. Okay. And then the third thing that we need to do is the reward. Okay. This is something that people tend to forget. And this is why habits don't stick. You need to be able to reward yourself immediately after you finish that routine. So like I said, I would start my car. That's my trigger. I would read my book. That's the routine. And then I would take a moment and kind of like really do a little bit of deep breathing, a moment of gratitude. This releases endorphins. This reduces your stress, cortisol, whatever it is. But what you want to do is release endorphins, reduce your stress, cortisol, make your body feel good. You want to manipulate the chemistry that is going on inside of your body and your brain immediately after that routine so that your body associates that routine with a pleasurable experience. So much so that after time, your body will naturally want to do that routine in order to get the pleasurable reward experience that happens thereafter. So whether you're taking deep breaths and having a moment of gratitude, I often will give myself a cookie. Like quite literally, I keep a box of cookies in my drawer or in my pantry at home. And after I do something, I'm like, yes, where's my cookie? I'm going to go eat my cookie now. Like, or whatever it is, like maybe you go stand in the window and let the sun shine on your face, whatever it is to chemically tell your body by releasing endorphins, getting some sun, reducing your cortisol, whatever manipulation it is that you're going to do, you need to reward your body so that your body associates that routine with a pleasurable experience. And that way your body will crave and look forward to and want to complete that routine every time it realizes that trigger is happening. It's going to be like, oh, we just got in the car. Time to read that devotional so I can get that good feeling. Does that make sense? Okay. So you want to have these 3 elements when you're creating your new routine, your new habit situation. Now, a lot of people online talk about, oh, it takes 21 days to create a habit. And as somebody who has been creating new habits for a long, long time, since I was 7, because I needed to be able to pay attention and do things in order to be successful, I will tell you right now, 21 days is not enough. Okay. 21 days, no breaks. You must do it every single day for 21 days. Just begins to establish it as a habit. It's to the point where like, okay, I no longer have to force myself to do it every time. At this point, my body, the reward has done whatever it needs to do to my body to where I like it. I'm okay with it. I'm not groaning anymore when I work out. I'm not, it's not hard. But it is yet to find itself in autopilot. See, when we think about habits, you want to really get to the point where you're doing it without even thinking about it. Like you do when you brush your teeth and you put on your pants. Like you're not like, I'm going to put on my left pant. I'm going to push my leg all the way till it gets out the hole. And then I'm going to pull it. Like you're not thinking about it all. Like you just do it. Right. And then you're thinking about what you're going to cook for dinner or what you're going to buy at the grocery store. Like you're thinking about other things. Right? You want your habit to get to the point where it's an autopilot. That is way more than 21 days. Okay, so my rule of thumb is for the first 30 days, no days off. This is going to, again, cement that release of endorphins, that reducing of cortisol, those feel-good chemicals in your body so that your body wants to continue to do the routine and you don't have to force it as much. 30 days, no days off. Then from 30, yes, to 90, yes, I said it, to 90 days, you want to stay consistent. This means every single day. But if you miss a day, don't give yourself some grace. It's okay. You'll be all right. But do not miss more than 2 days in a row. No. Do not miss 2 days in a row. So like you can miss a day, but not 2. Does that make sense? Consistency means never missing more than 1 day in a row. Yes, that's what it is. I think I said it wrong the first time. Okay. So if you miss a day, if you skip a day, whatever, that's fine. Make sure that very next day you're back on it. Okay. And you're honoring your trigger, you're honoring your reward, your routine, and you're honoring that reward. 90 days. 90 days is how long it takes to take that 30-day habit that you've established and put it into autopilot. This is extremely important when it comes to having sustainable habits and productivity in the workplace, right? Burnout is at an all-time high, right? Who's burnt out before? Raise your hand. Exactly. So when we talk about sustainable methods of combating burnout, you want to be able to everything that you could possibly put into autopilot. You want to do that so that you are not using your conscious energy and your limited amount of decision making that you can do every single day to force yourself to do something that you know you need to be doing. If you can put that into autopilot, that's going to make you so much more efficient. It's going to make it to where you can complete work and still be creative, where you can do things and still give your mind a rest and not feel like you're forcing and pushing yourself, right? Like you can still be productive and not feel like I need a break so much, like I'm gonna just take a nap underneath my desk. Like it feels like a break when you're working in autopilot, right? Just like brushing your teeth is not a really huge task every single morning because you've put that into autopilot. And so there's no way you're just like, oh my gosh, I need a break from brushing my teeth. Like no, exactly. So we want to be able to take these habits and put them into autopilot. And that is where you really reach the next level of productivity. And now, how like the habits that you're putting into autopilot is fabulous and wonderful. And for you, whatever works for you. One of the books that I recommend reading as far as like looking to see what types of productivity routines you might be interested in trying is called Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. It is on my list of the 12 books I recommend every woman read, which is in the description. So if you want that list of 12 books, you can go ahead and grab it. In that book, they talk about all sorts of different productivity methods that you can use at work in order to be more productive. Pick one, practice putting it into autopilot. Pick another one, practice. Like once you've got it in autopilot, pick another one, practice, put it into autopilot. Once that one's in autopilot, go back, pick another one, practice, put it into autopilot. If it serves you, right? That's why we practice it first. If we like it, put it into autopilot. If not, after those 30 days, drop it, try another one. But more so than the methods of being productive, I want you to really get good at creating new habits and being able to put them into autopilot. Like this is the key. That is the game-changing hack, because you can pick any type of productivity method, any type of, focus method or whatever the routine is. You can find different routines all over the place to try to be more productive and focus more on all of those things. But if you're not good at making habits that last, that stick, that can be put into autopilot, then all of that means nothing. You're just like pussyfooting around. Okay, so I really want you pick simple ones. Maybe it's making your bed in the morning. Maybe it's saying affirmations right after you brush your teeth, right? Nice pearly whites, look in the mirror and tell yourself you're amazing. Like, pick some simple ones. And I just want you to begin by practicing the skill of creating new habits and putting them into autopilot. Because the more that you know, truly to your core, that you can create new habits, this is going to like quantum leap your confidence in your ability to do anything, because we are the sum of our habits. And if you're like, hey, I may not have that habit today, but I've already made 5 habits this year, and if there is another to be made, I can do it. This is going to give you so much confidence to be able to tackle some of those really large projects, to be able to go after some things that are going to change the trajectory of your career, because you know that you have the habit making skill set to be able to step up to the plate and create productivity methods that go into autopilot that will sustain you at any level of your career. All right. So that is my share on habits. This has a special place in my heart. Like I said, I was diagnosed at 7. I was part of UC Berkeley's study for girls, the largest study on girls with ADHD. And since then, I have gone on a lifelong journey of how to be productive and how to focus and how to really perform at the highest levels. I mean, I became a global mechanical engineering specialist for petrochemical manufacturing. And I have ADHD. How did I do that? Habits that serve me, habits that help sustain me, habits that allow me to continue to be creative and have my little squirrel brain. All right. So I hope this helps you. If it has, consider subscribing to my channel. And if you have already subscribed, then make sure you share this with a friend or two. My name is Malia. I'm here to help women in STEM confidently secure their next promotion, go after the career that they deserve, and go from undervalued to making significant impact at work. Until next time, stay savvy.